What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Snake815, and I'm back with another video. Y'all new to that channel, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, get notified when I drop these videos. If you're a returning subscriber, still like that video, man. We about to get into it. Sexy Red is pregnant. By who though? What y'all think? Strange to me.
So who's the baby daddy? Because we seen about 5 different dudes this month.
Like, you don't gotta be married to the person you had kids with. It could just be like a good friend of yours. Y'all have kids together. Y'all still got that friendship bond and just help each other with the baby sometimes.
Music and film and images control the cultural movement of a people and a nation. The image, the music, dress code, all of it controls and manipulates the mind of the people.
Why you have 2 baby daddies? You wrong, I got 3. And could have good. We not gonna keep the same. That they act wrong, we get another one that's gonna act right. Just like this one. It ain't act right, we finna act. Girl, so wait. It's your great time.
You don't even realize sometimes how influential you are as an artist. You don't even think you're that important. Artist is the most dangerous person on the planet.
You got kids?
I don't have any yet. I gotta find a wife, yeah.
All right. So you ain't no wife ass kid.
I guess I could just get a baby mama, but do you think there's a better way to do it?
If you want to get it, I feel like you don't gotta be married to the person you had kids with.
Why is it that the cry today is don't get married, hang loose, and the laws are going to take care of those philosophies? But it's all, that's really what it is. It's American.
I don't know, you could just be like a good friend of your wife with a kid. It's not bad, but it's not bad also if you was to have a kid with somebody that you in love with or something. That ain't bad.
If that man and that woman does not have their life and their philosophies intact, that child is going to suffer. So he'll grow up to 21 and come in your house, Jay, where you and your wife is communicating and blow your damn brains out from it.
Most women are putting trash into the community. The kids ain't The kids are wild, untamed mother. Little and little boys. That's all they putting into the community. But because they found a way to get some money, they say, I'm a boss. Tell me like, you just trashed up the whole community. The community ain't, because out your doors walks trash.
Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk. Sexy Red is pregnant with her 2nd child. She's receiving congratulations from people in the industry, receiving congratulations and well wishes from the Breakfast Club, and of course, here at the Tip Network, we wish anybody well, anybody a healthy pregnancy. We are, okay, like Wu-Tang, we're for the kids. However, the question that I want to ask is, with all of this turbulence, with all of this stress and this strife that Sexy Red's gone through, she's had a heck of a week. This is the same lady who's had the X tape released where she said allegedly that she had nothing to do with it. This is the same lady who had the ankle monitor, I like killers and drillers post. This is the same lady who was at Penn State twerking in front of her son. She's always shaking her thing. This is the same lady with the infamous Booty Hole Brown lyrics. The question I have is, where did we get to the point where indecency and abnormality is the normality?
And I have seen this process of glorification of dysfunction so long that it has become normal. One of the targets of propaganda is to get your object to start thinking in terms of the propaganda that you're putting out. And compared to 50-some years ago and what I hear now, the process has been very successful because people express themselves and use the terms of the propaganda that has been directed against it.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Why didn't you marry the man you chose to have a child with?
He wasn't good enough for me.
One of the recent comments on our video said that men in general were responsible for the prevailing image and sexuality pushed by women today. This is very interesting. This comment also said that it's been like this since the 2000s and the early 2000s, and when women were rebelling against it, apparently they've just capitulated to give us what we wanted. Now, I just want to point out that in 2000, there was a variety of type of music that came out. I mean, Common dropped Water for Chocolate. Outkast dropped Stankonia. Dead Prez dropped Let's Get Free. Basically, what I'm saying is that there was always a counterbalance and a counter message to the poor messages that perhaps was in the other type of music. But one thing that everybody has to realize is that this is not 2000. This is not 2005. Most of you weren't even born then. What this is 2023, when the algorithms of social media pushes things live and direct to your phone, to your computer screen, over and over again, giving you that one narrative and that dopamine rush that you want to see. Basically, all of the images of Common, all of the images of maybe Rhapsody, maybe Ciroc, maybe some different types of music, that image is gone. The images that dominate the ethos today is images of Cardi B with WAP, Sexy Red, Sukiyana, Glorilla. And so yes, there has to be a counter narrative, and the counter narrative starts with us speaking up about it.
When did the man that you choose as your child's father become different than the man that you choose to be your husband? Because I thought they were supposed to be one and the same. Because the way y'all moving in these streets, y'all are going out here having babies by the wrong guy and realize what you want in a man. So now you're ready to settle down. And so the guy that you want to be committed to may want children, but you don't want to give him any more children because you done gave the wrong men children. Like, how does that work? How does a man who is willing to commit to you not worth giving a child to because of your decisions? But y'all gotta make it make sense.
So indeed, this is a different time, and the message is personified 1,000 times. So you cannot sit here and blame the past. First of all, blaming the past, what good does that do anyway? Okay, so let's just say that there was this years and years and years of buildup of bad behavior, but now all of a sudden we want to fix it. Well, then it's better late than never. See, things have to be corrected, and it doesn't make sense. Even what you are saying in this comment made no sense, ma'am. What you were saying in this comment that, well, this is just a logical outcome. No, it's not. Ignorance is not a logical outcome of anything, you know. Poor behavior is not a logical outcome of anything, especially when you know better. And now that you know better, it's time to do better.
Women, we like to be the one that got done wrong. This is why we struggle with accountability. Most women chase bad boys because being with a bad boy allows you to end up being a victim at some point. It is programmed in us that poor me is some type of flex as a woman and as a mother. Poor woman left with children to raise on her own. That is something that they get to flex off of. They believe it is a flex. The comeback is, well, he did it to me. You're not going to get no award for that, and your child going to be a statistic. So what are we talking about?
And I guess the question that people ask is, who cares? Who cares if these artists and these people who kids look up to are having multiple children by different men? Who cares if the false narrative of the deadbeat dad in the community just keeps prevailing, even though there's literally evidence from the census, evidence from the U.S. government, that as far as the African American community goes, that only 16 to 18% of the men are making the majority, over 60% of the single parents out there, of the single mothers out there. Basically, people are sharing men, but who cares? You see these facts, people don't want to listen to them anymore. You know, people don't want to listen to the truth. It's just like back in the day. The truth is that Public Enemy never sold as much as NWA. And so either you're fighting a good fight or you're not. You know, what happens is that people just like people like my grandpa would say, they just don't want to tell the truth and shame the devil. And so while Sexy Red is out here making Pound Town number 25, living her 15 minutes of fame, people say, well, she's making her money and that's all that cares. That's all that they care about. That's all that matters. Because money is the only thing these people worship. Well, the truth is this. At one point, you got to start doing the right thing. And how would it look if you did start trying to do the right thing? How would it look, you know, you polite savages, if they're just one of the TikToks with women saying, hey, I'm proud to be a single mom.
I'm not having kids until I'm married. Is a single mom at 23 with no plans of ever getting married. The way you raised them, you should have stopped at one. Ha ha ha, and no husband.
Husband? No. It is 2023. I do not want or need a husband.
They say, I need a husband, I'm losing it. You have 2 sons, they need a male figure, stop being selfish. The most successful men were raised by single mothers. A man isn't the end goal. Some of us have bigger ambitions in life.
This new wave of female empowerment is helping women escape from their accountability. Mainstream music, mainstream culture is a vicious feedback cycle eating into itself just like a snake eating its own tail. The words of the female empowerment movement and the words of the female sexual liberation movement is heavily ingrained into the culture, the music, mainstream media, and the philosophies of modern women. The ladies dance to the music, they sing the lyrics, have taken the worst aspects of female empowerment, of hypersexualized music lyrics, music imagery, and fashion, embracing it to only have worse issues, worse problems, and worse strain on our modern society. And you'll see here where Swan speaking to a group which is most likely women with limited melanin, addressing the modern women issue of allowing their female empowerment and hypersexuality to transform them into single mothers with worse results that they could have avoided by being in a stable, loving relationship with a compatible man that is willing to provide and protect her and his offspring with her.
Nobody wants to hear this, because what you want me to say today is actually being a single mother is totally possible. It actually isn't. It was never meant to happen for the human race, number one. Number two, single biggest determiner of whether a mother is a good mother, what do you think it is? Whether they have a supportive partner. What you see is that if you've got a father figure, basically, who's supportive to the mother's energy goes towards the children. But the second that she doesn't have that supportive energy, she collapses, is what happens. And then the kids get starved. And we're not actually supposed to be living in a single family household, so it's supposed to be a lot more support towards mom. You are a victim of a society that was never meant to work this way.
Ladies, you need to start waking up. If you really care about the children and the kids, then start thinking about their futures by doing the right thing.
How would it look if we decided to do the right things? You know, I mean, Sexy Red is just a symptom of a sicker society. In a sicker society, we actually are indulging in it. It's like having a sugar habit, but going out and getting pie every night. You know it's not right, but you do it anyway.
The bad boys able to say, girl, I was fucking Tyrone, he in the streets, he took me out, it was exciting. But then there's always, if this doesn't work out with Tyrone, I have a story where Tyrone was the one that did me wrong. When you fuck Russell, he ain't finna do nothing. You never finna be no victim. If the Russell never finna do no and try you, guess what you got to do?
What's that?
You got to step your character up and not be doing fuck. You got to be not texting me, fucking, being flawed, and you got to be a good wife and go home. And with Tyrone, I can check a little something on the side because he be doing anyway. He Tyrone, he the bad boy.
Thank you for listening.
Well, y'all, that video make a lot of sense, man. I really, I don't know, man. Y'all, I got my opinion, man. I want to go back and forth with y'all on y'all comments. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation, man.